Adam, the only 100% for me is Finn Surman. Barring injury, Finn Surman will absolutely 100% be on the New Zealand roster and probably starting. I really wanted to come on this podcast and make the case for Christopher Velde to try to be on the Norway World Cup roster. Like
They're
maybe,
so stacked in attack,
dude,
though.
I was shocked. For Norway, a country of a little bit over 5 million people, the amount of attacking talent that country has is more than anybody would expect. I thought he could do like an Anders Dreyer and light up MLS and get back into the national team. Norway has a lot more attacking talent than Denmark does.
Of the two Colombian fullbacks, I think that Jimmer Forey would have a higher chance because I think he's just a better all-around player than Mosquera. And Mosquera is not necessarily a guy fit for the way that Colombia plays at World Cups.
I asked Mascara about his situation with the national team on a Patreon article 3-4 months ago. He said, quote, it's been tough. I was regularly in the national team camp. Some things happened and I was sort of pushed away from that, but I still have faith that maybe one day it will happen for me. That one day should happen soon because we all know who the starter is. That is Crystal Palace fullback Daniel Munoz, who is a great player, a great starter, and a pretty good Premier League team. There's nobody really behind him for Colombia. I think Juan Mosquera, who is young enough and would be at the age in 2030 to be in line for a potential start at the World Cup, that you should take him.
These players know their situation. They're comfortable in their situation. Juan Mosquera knows what he's who he is to Phil Neville. He knows who he is to the Portland Timbers. Finn Surman knows how important he is. You know who he is to the club.
I think Kamal Miller has a really good chance of
Oh,
going.
Kamal Miller, yeah.
He's got 50 caps for Canada. He played every second at the World Cup in 2022. And by age, at least, he's in the prime of his career. But the Canada center back situation is not particularly deep.
We'll have this conversation certainly later in the offseason, but I am expecting a bit more from Joao Ortiz in 2026, as a Timber at least. So I don't think it would be crazy, especially when you've got Caicedo, who's bound to get a red card at some point in the tournament.
He has 9 caps for them. He played a lot of important World Cup qualifiers for them in 2023. And the competition in that spot, look, you need midfielders. I think he's sort of versatile. If he has like a really good season and he solidifies himself as a starter next to David Ishala, I give him a 20% chance of being on the World Cup roster.